Well, great morning, everyone. As you can see, we're back to the home base here for a few days. Got some things coming up. Anyway, got the trusty vintage deck. And we're just going to ask what's going on with government today. What's going on in the world of government today? So let's see what it says. Readings about actions in hand. Some actions taking place. Energy coming in, again, controlling some actions. Actions to control actions. Above it, yeah, an abuse of power. And the foundation is what's being offered up. The drama, the message about what's being offered up, the abuse of power, actions to control actions. So what's going on today? Looking deeper, investigations. The challenge is the choices being made. Above it, a victory with the foundation of what's being birthed in America. So that's good news. That's good news. Potential outcome, the wheel is turning. Karma, outside influence, what's being offered up. Above it, by Justice Department. Now, I'm not talking about the DOJ and their manipulation. Okay. So, the foundation, the lies, the spin, the drama that they're trying to feed people, what's being birthed in America with the manipulations. Above it, their abuse of power, a victory for justice. Okay, there will be a victory for justice. Actions in hand. And we're looking at, they're trying to control actions, looking deeper into things today with the choices being made. The wheel is turning on what's being offered up. Now, this could cover a number of things. One thing they're trying to, they just filed a lawsuit to stop the, UFC thing because it's a for-profit. They're selling tickets for $1 million a head. And while they claim it's for the birth of the U.S., it's for Trump's birthday party. So they're filing things in court today. Also could be coming back on Bondi and that whole lot, looking at taking away law licenses, etc. Because a lot of the judges, etc., have come out, retired judges, and they are filing about Blanche and Bondi, etc., that they are being used as personal lawyers and really have done things that are illegal in the name of legality. So it could be either one of these things. So let's see what's driving it. Okay. First thing out driving it is the dark drama. The devil, we know who that is. The one in top leadership, new information, swords are coming down, heavy mentality, the truth is coming down, information is coming down, with something new, concrete, opening up about what's being given out, what's being shared, the struggle with this, could also have to do with stopping their funding, that they're trying to get absconding and say he's going to give this money to the January Sixers, etc., because they were so horribly treated, all of that drama. So this could cover a lot of things, but the good news is a victory by the courts against their abuse of power and the lies that they're telling America and the manipulations. So again, the wheel is turning. Karma is coming for what's being handed out. Investigations into their choices that they've been making, okay, when it comes to actions and controlling actions. So I'm really feeling this is coming against the quote-unquote Justice Department. Yeah, so many things going on. And then Trump appointing that idiot that has nothing to do with spy and that to head up that what is it, the CIA or whatever part that he's in, the spy network. Because he's a good businessman. He's somebody I can trust. So, just so many underhanded things are going on. So this is charging forward, new information when it comes to the wealth, what's being blocked, wanting to temper it, bring balance, moving it forward. Not going to be happy. They are not going to be happy with this moving in motion. That is not someone that is, that's somebody that feels defeated and pondering what's coming because they are out in the cold on the world stage. The ongoing nightmare of what they're trying to get away with. Again, still trying to cover up the Epstein files. So where things are moving, they are going to come under more restrictions. And they are tied up mentally because of this delusion and the things they're doing by the dark of night. Okay? Embattled. Charging forward, the club is out and wanting to bring some things to an end. Okay? When it comes to what they're overturning, what's being worked on, when it comes to control, light is being shed on what they are hiding. A message about an action when it comes to the evidence that they have. Strong-arming, a concrete message about the pain, mental, physical pain, when it comes to the lovers and this, again, not being willing to look at things. So I think this feels more like coming against the DOJ. What's coming down for those that are corruption, like Todd Blanche. All the things they've done, like moving the pedophile to a club fed, refusing to release the rest of the Epstein files, ongoing corruption that's going on there at the moment as well. So I think that that's what this is about the ongoing corruption being paraded as working for Department of Justice. Putting Trump's picture, a big picture of Trump on the front of the DOJ department. Like this is a, like he is dear leader, like the Kim Jong-un and things. So I think that's what it is. I think this is about them moving to go after ones like Todd Blanche and Bondi, etc., for their corruption of saying that they're the head of the Justice Department, and they have been just, again, running interference for Trump and going after ones like now, like the interview Trump just did. Oh, Comey's dirty, all these dirty ones. And he was just, I mean, that interview, he was on a rant. He was on a rant about everything. And I mean, just his whole thing of hatred was on display. Okay? His hatred was on display. So anyway, on that note, I will leave that here. But the good news is they're investigating these things, and they're looking at the actions, how they're going to control the actions that they are doing. The wheel is turning when investigations are taking place. So, when he is gone, and that time is coming, okay, in fact, I think I will do a reading on that. Here, I'm going to close this out and give these a real good ruffle shuffle here while I'm talking here about, what's going to take him out. Look and see where we're at right now with that. But, yeah, there are going to be consequences for these ones. Like, who was it that said, it was, what's his name? I'm bad with names, always have been my whole life. That was saying we need to keep him in power, or so many of us were going to jail. And Trump has tried to pardon himself, okay? That's just come out. Trump has written this pardon. He's pardoning himself. That's not going to fly. You can't be the head of the thing and pardon yourself for your own crimes. So that's not going to fly. He thinks he's insulating. He's promising all of them that he's going to pardon them for all of their stuff. But it's not going to fly. Okay? When you're running a criminal organization and then you're handing out pardons, you can't be a top criminal and say, well, there's no ramifications for what you're doing, okay? So they've bought into that, but there are ramifications, and there will be a major cleaning house once this fool is out, okay? But we see him becoming more toxic every day, unfiltered, just heinous. Spewing I see him like just this toxic thing. I see this big barrel of toxic waste, and that's what's spewing out of his mouth. It's like this. What a visual. Big thing of toxic waste with a hose that's going right up his anus and being just spewing out of his mouth, okay? But it's a whole big barrel of toxic waste up his anus and coming out his mouth. So he's becoming more and more unfiltered, thinking that really that he is invincible, wanting to convince himself he's invincible, and can go after whomever he wants. Anybody that displeases him, he's going after. And, if I were her doing that thing and he got up and touched me, I would say, don't fucking touch me. Get your hands off of me. He got up and he touches her arm. I would have just been, don't touch me. Okay? I wouldn't have been calling him Mr. President. I would say Trump, because really he stole the election. He's not the president. He's not presidential. He's running the government like a crime boss. And he wants to think he's a crime boss, but he can go the way of all crime bosses. They wind up being taken down and wind up going to jail. So they may live the high life for some time, but again, it's going to come back. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.